Good afternoon.
My beloved, today we have a few actually occasions. The Good Samaritan and King Abgar of Edessa, and as you see the cross on the side over here, elevation of the cross. But today I chose to talk about the cross. And as you know, most of you maybe heard of it many times, elevation of the cross in the Midland symbolizes what happened back then in the Old Testament, that the Lord brought His own people, His own nation from Egypt's bondage. He brought them, to the desert, supposedly, away to the new land, but He kept them in the desert for a reason. So the people started complaining, and they were complaining to Moses and to God, until God sent serpents. So the people were bitten by serpents and died. Many of them died. And then they cried out to Moses, please help us pray, to God. May God, have mercy on us. So God told Moses, why don't you make a snake or a serpent made out of bronze or brass, this way, and lift it up, just the way we lift it up here, the cross. Lift it up, whoever, is bitten by a snake or serpent, just come and look at, that serpent, the brass serpent, will be healed. And that's what exactly happened. So that was a symbol to the future where the Lord Jesus is coming to be crucified and lifted up on the cross. Again, whoever come, believe in Him, take Him as a Lord and follow His footsteps and look at Him, definitely will be saved from hell. So I'm pretty sure you know this story, but today, actually the sermon title will be A Chosen Cross. A chosen cross. So this is going to be a true story. The true story, it's about a beautiful young girl. And this young lady or young girl, she lived in a comfortable house, a big house, very comfortable life. Until, she got married to a very handsome man, and God blessed them with the 3 wonderful children. So actually they were very thankful and very happy life, thankful for the happy life. Then trouble started coming. One day, few friends of the husband brought the husband a dead body, brought them home a dead body. A tree fell on him in the forest. So the trial, you can say, was very difficult, to the point she wasn't able, that young lady, she wasn't able to accept God's will in her life anymore. She doesn't want to hear about God. She's not praying or stopped praying. She's not coming to the church, on and on. So ever since, she became a very harsh woman. So even her own children were afraid of her. even though she sometimes tried to play with them, but they were afraid of her. So months and years passed, and where she left, where she, felt unable to tolerate life difficulties. So she got up and prayed before going to sleep. She was very tired. She almost going to give up, life. She can't take it anymore. So in that night, she was praying and saying to the Lord, Lord, take my soul because I can't continue anymore. And this is give us a hint, my beloved. Our life without the Lord, this is how it's going to look like. Very difficult. Suddenly, after she went to sleep, she saw, So at that night, she went to sleep. So the same night, she had a dream. She's standing in a room full of crosses. Crosses hanging all over the wall. Some of them, they were big size, mid-size, small size, smaller, bigger, and some of them, they were white, some of them dark or black. So suddenly, she saw the Lord Jesus is standing next to her in that room, saying, give me your heavy cross, your objective cross, the cross that you don't want to carry, and choose a different one. She couldn't believe what she's hearing. She was so happy because why? She seemed, or she thought, I'm going to have a lighter cross. So immediately, she put her cross in the Lord Jesus' hand and picked a different cross that seemed smaller and lighter. As soon as she lifted up, she felt how heavy it was. The cross was heavy, even though it looked smaller. So Jesus said to her, this cross belonged to a young lady who was paralyzed at a very young age. And she will remain paralyzed for the rest of her life. How difficult is it, for someone young and all of a sudden get paralyzed and can't enjoy life anymore, can't enjoy the beautiful nature, and on, so many things. So the lady asked Jesus, why does her cross seem small and light? Pay attention to the answer. He answered, because she is bearing it. She's carrying her cross joyfully, not complaining. Yes, she is bearing it for my sake. That's why it seems to you it's a smaller or lighter. So then the lady, she picked up a different cross. Again, it seemed small, but as soon as she grabbed it, the cross burned her hand. Burned her hand and fell. She asked, my Lord, whose cross is this? The Lord answered, for a woman who lives with a difficult husband. We don't have that, right? Of course. We are good believers. What are you talking about? Yes, she lives actually a very difficult life. She is bearing it. Again, the Lord Jesus is saying to her, she is bearing it quietly, even though He is burning every part of her body. Can you imagine? Well, despite that difficult life, she remained brave and kind. That's a really good thing. Again, this is a true story. So again, the lady picked up a different cross, another cross. As soon as she held it again, it was ice cold. She screamed, "Master, whose cross is this?" Jesus answered, "Belonged to a woman who had 6 children, and they were taken one after another after another." Maybe it seems difficult or unreal, right? Actually, it's real, because I heard, again, another true story. Someone lost 11 children, one after another. My God, this is more than Job. Job had 8. So actually, that was again a true story. So Saint Priest went to that village, but that family, they lost 11 children. Every time she gave birth, made the child live for 2 or 3 more, months, the most, and then bury him or her, one after another, 11 of them, until the priest or the saint said to the father, and both, he said to them, "Next year you will have a child." The father and the mother, they said, "Please don't remind us. We had enough. We suffered enough. We don't want children anymore." He said, "I'm telling you, you're going to have a child. He will live, I will grow, and I will marry him." That was a prophecy, of course. And this is what exactly happened, actually. Now going back to the story. So finally the woman decided to put that cross aside again, the ice cold, and said, "My Lord, I will keep the cross that you chose for me." She went back. She was convinced enough to accept her cross. So ever since, that dream, when she woke up the second day, she was completely different person. She was so happy, good believer, and a good mother, and good a person. So what can we get out of this, my beloved? At least, 2 things. My beloved, there are different sizes of crosses. Yes, may the Lord choose one for us, or sometimes, one for you or for me or for any of us. This could happen. But always remember, it's for our own benefit, for our own spiritual benefit. The second point, the Lord would not make you carry a cross beyond your ability, according to your faith, according to your spiritual life, according to your spiritual growth or status, then the Lord will give you according to that. God bless you.
Barak Moraguna.